The Monster Mile in Dover, Delaware. It's called a monster because it eats dreams. Those who attempt to ride its spine do so at their own peril. The turns are like canyon walls. Straights make steeper mini tracks turns. Concentrate everywhere. Rest nowhere. If you leave here unscathed, in equipment or spirits, 500 miles anywhere else is like a Sunday school picnic compared to 500 on the monster. It's a rush like no other to bring the monster down, but exhausting to fight it and lose. And today, for stock number 13 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series, we are at Dover Downs International Speedway, and the running of the FedEx 400 as we're set for 60 laps around this 1 mile high bank racetrack. And here's starting line for today's running event. On the pole, it is Zachary Fitzwater in car 39, the Mobile 1 Dodge. He'll be alongside Eli Bright in car 15, the Oakwood Homes Chevrolet. Fitzwater winner this season at Bristol, and Eli Bright yet to win a race this season. Row 2 is Benjamin Miles, who won at Darlington this season. Alongside of him, the winner of the 600 at Charlotte, it's William Brock. Third row, two-time winner this season, Kyle Matthews in the Pepsi Chevrolet car number 24. And Keith Batson in the White Range Chevrolet Ford, car number 32. Fourth row has Charles Sanford in car 29, the Sonic Chevrolet, and Kat Batson starting behind her husband Keith, as a matter of fact, on the outside of row number 4. Keith's on the outside of row number 3. Fifth row has Elijah Gordon in car 66, and he'll be alongside Jessica Shelton in car 17, the Valvoline Ford. Her win this season came at North Wilkesboro. Going to the next row down has Jay Jefferson in car 88, the winner this season at California, and alongside of him, Quentin Moore in car 89, the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. Next row down, Nathan Hudson in car 38, and beside him, Gene Samper, who won at Talladega this season. Next row down, Levi McIntyre in car 60, the Fastenal Ford. He'll be alongside car number 3, the Oreo Chevrolet of Cole Deaver. Next row down has car number 33, Joshua Osborne in the Ream Chevrolet. He'll be alongside Carter Friesen in car 36, the Stanley Tools Pontiac. Next row down has Joshua Collard, who won at Sonoma this season in car 43, the Bumper to Bumper Auto Value Toyota, and Matt McIntyre in car 37, the Timberwolf Pontiac. Next row down has car number 99, the Aaron's Dream Machine of Benny Watson, who won the season at Rockingham. He'll be alongside Mike Becker in car 45, the Sprint PCS Chevrolet. Next row down has car 2, Dylan Young, the AC Delco Chevrolet, and number 8, Rob Evans in the Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet. Next row down has Johnny Gardner in car 22, the Discount Tires Dodge, and Sky Collins in car 62, the South Point Hotel and Casino Chevrolet. Next row down has winner at Martinsville this season, Jesse Turner in the Castrol GTX Chevrolet car number 27, and Chris Dollerton in car 23, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet. He won the season at Texas. Next row down has Diego Yepes in car 63, the Lysol Pontiac, and Trey Wright in the Gould's Pump Chevrolet car 34. Next row down has car number 1, the yellow Transportation and Freight Dodge of Bobby Frazier, and he'll be alongside Aiden Shepard in car number 00, the Aquafresh Pontiac. Next row down is Mitchell Collins in car 12, the Verizon Wireless Dodge, and Dion Moon in car 87, the Bell's Mobility Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 57 of Henry Sanford in the French Fries Chevy, and car number 10, Simon Blimfield in the Nesquik Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 7, Zach Winkle in the Geico Chevrolet, and Vince Almarego in car number 44, the Shell Pontiac. Next row down has Ryan Brommer in number 5, the GMAC Chevy, and Ashlyn Boyd in car number 18, the M&A Pontiac. Starting shotgun the field will be James Henry in car 74, the Vinalube Chevy. Got a little sidetracked there, by the way, on the starting lineup. So field set lined up for 60 laps of action here at Dover Downs International Speedway. This track can be a bit of a wreck fest, so we'll see what happens here today. And here comes the command to fire the engine for the FedEx 400 at Dover.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
field rolled off, and you see two of the car excuse me. In-car cameras today will be carried by Cole Deaver, Levi McIntyre, and Quentin Moore. Those will be carrying our in-car cameras in today's event. Here at Dover Downs International Speedway, as the field comes off turn number 2, Zachary Fitzwater, one of the let's see, we had 12 races this season so far, so one of 11 different drivers that have won a race this season. The only 2 tumblers so far this season is starting in 5th position. That's Kyle Matthews. Not only won the winner this season of the Daytona 500, and he also won at Atlanta this season as well, as the field comes through turns 3 and 4. Pace car himself on the pit road, and here we go for green flag racing. Here this race, 13th stop of the season out of 34 races, as we're nearing the halfway point of the season, as the green flag flies, and we are underway here at Dover Downs International Speedway. I don't know why I said we were nearing halfway point of the season, but that won't come till in about 4 more races. Turn 4 is usually the trouble spot at Dover. See how many cars get through that spot. Quentin Moore. Oh, we got problems off turn number 4. Well, the field didn't even make it didn't make it a full lap though. Jay Jefferson's involved in the crash here. 44, Vince Almarego, Ryan Brommer, Levi McIntyre. One of the cars in the crash, and several cars having to slam on the brakes. Oh, and Keith Basson's rear into Charles Sanford, and that's caused a crash. Another crash. Batson's crashed. Cole Deaver's crashed. Osborne's crashed. Matt McIntyre rear ends Joshua Collard. Dylan Young. Oh, and Johnny Gardner sideways now. Oh, and Mitchell Collins gets rear-ended by Dion Moon. Fitzwater wins race back to the start-finish line for the yellow flag here. And the crash, and let's see what happens. We'll look at Levi McIntyre, I think. Yeah, Quentin Moore bounced off the walls. What happened to cause the first caution flag to fly? There is Quentin off turn number 4. He's going to spin right there. And actually, Keith Batson and Elijah Gordon get crashed in this case right here. Keith and Kat just lean on each other here. And there's where everybody's just going to crash right into each other there. Elijah Gordon's going to spin right there. Almost flips, as a matter of fact, too. McIntyre's involved. There's Carter Friesen, Matt McIntyre, Collard. Several cars getting through on the bottom. Jesse Turner and Chris Darton and Diego Yepes are among the ones getting through. Just a mess in turn number 1. Now watch what's going to happen right here. Field's gonna go right to this part of the track here. There's some of the cars that's gonna get through right here. Now, let's see. Fitzwater. Fitzy's gonna make it through, I think, about this point. Yeah, here he is. Whew, several cars are gonna have to slam on the brakes. There's where the rest of the bunch is just gonna crash right there. There's Batson, Osborne, Gene Sanford, Deaver's going to crash right there at this point. So is Quentin Moore. So I think all 3 of our in-car cameras all crashed. And there's Collard. He's going to squeak through Batson and Quentin Moore both. Boy, nobody's just happy that everybody's just taking their frustrations out on each other here for some inexplicable reason. On board with Levi McIntyre. Now from Cole Deaver's view, and you heard Levi trying to get his car to start back up, and it doesn't. Now from Cole Deaver's point of view. And the engine's slowly dying on Deaver's car. Quentin Moore's view. And just in time, green flag is back out here. Zachary Fitzwater leads. Second position is now Benjamin Miles. Ben Salmorego's the car on the inside. He's a lap down in 36th position. Third is Eli Bright. Fourth is Kyle Matthews. Fifth is Nate. Fifth right now is Charles Sanford. Sixth is William Brock. Seventh is Kat Batson. Eighth is Jessica Shelton. Ninth right now is Osborne. 10th is Elijah. 10th actually right now is Carter Friesen. Then Matt McIntyre right behind him in 12th. Or 11th, I should say. Three wide into turn number one. It's not a good sign right there. There's Mike Becker going by Gene Sanford and Elisha Gordon both. These damaged up cars are going to be. I am feeling these damaged up cars are going to be wreaking havoc here at Dover for sure. Because that was a massive pileup that happened to come off going into turn number one. And it's like. Yep, another big crash happening. There's Henry Sanford's crashed. Rob Evans has crashed. Simon Bloomfield and Zach Winkle crashed into Henry's car. I thought I saw in the background that of Mitchell Collins getting turned by Chris Dalton. And this time they're all going to get through, I believe. Yeah, looks like some of them are. And there's Mitchell Collins in car 12. There he and Chris Dalton in 20 and 23. It looked to me like those two got together going to come off turn number 4. Just barely past the start-finish line. They were 3 wide along with Johnny Gardner, number 12. And yeah, that's 3 wide at Dover is usually pretty tricky enough, but then right there, yeah, those two are going to crash right into Johnny Gardner's car. And that's going to send both Dalton and Collins spinning. I think Gardner got through it without any further damage, but Ashland Boyd barely squeaked through, but Jay Jefferson didn't in the 88 car. He slams into them. Then Brommer's going to get involved, as does the 7 car of Mitchell Collins. There's Rob Evans. James Henry's involved. Benny Watson in 99, he gets involved, and so does Simon Bloomfield and the 57 car of Henry Sammer. And there's the hoodless Keith Batson in 32 car. I think he got involved as well. And I think this time everybody got underway though without everybody else getting involved. We said Dover's going to be a bit of a wreck fest, but I didn't think we were kidding on, and I knew we weren't going to be kidding on this one. So pace car slits are still on. I think we're gonna be about another lap before we get the green flag racing here this time. But I think next time is probably when we get the one to go. But let's start running order for you right now. Zachary Fitzwater's your leader. Benjamin Miles is second. Third is Kyle Matthews. Eli Bright's in fourth. Charles Sanford's in fifth. Damaged up and all in the back end. William Brock is sixth. Seventh right now is Kat Batson. Ben Alvarego's 32nd, a lap down, so the 44 is not on the lead lap. Kat Batson's 7th. Joshua Osborne's 8th. 9th is Jessica Shelton. 10th is Carter Friesen. 11th right now is Matt McIntyre. 38 car Nathan Hudson, also not on the lead lap in 33rd. Matt McIntyre's 11th. Jesse Turner's 12th. 13th is Mike Becker. 14th, Dylan Young. 15th is Sky Commons. Gene Sanford 16th. 17th is Diego Yepes. 18th is Trey Wright. 19th, Aiden Shepard. Bobby Frazier's 20th. Joshua Collard's 21st. Elijah Gordon's 34th, also not on the lead lap. Johnny Gardner's 22nd. 23rd right now is Dion Moon. 24th is Ashlyn Boyd. 25th is Keith Batson. There's the lap cars going to the inside as they did get the one to go this time by. Keith Batson's 25th, Ryan Brommer's 26th, 27th is Mitchell Collins, 28th is Zach Winkle, 29th is Simon Bloomfield, 30th is James Henry, and 31st is Chris Dollarton. Well, Dover is usually tricky enough to get through on a restart, though, when they're fast enough to exist. Keep it. Now, bear in mind the car's qualified at 169 miles an hour for the pole, which is a bit fast for Dover, but when you got lap cars mixed in with this whole thing, yeah, pretty much anything's going to happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if all what's going to break loose on this next restart. And we're just only going to be 14 laps in the books. We'll have 46 to go this time by. This is going to be a long race here at Dover Downs International Speedway for sure. Cars out of the race, of course, are Cole Deaver, Quentin Moore, and Levi McIntyre. All three cars that were supposed to be our camera cars for today. Well, now we got no more in-car camera cars for today's event. Restart here on lap number 15 here. Zachary Fitzwater leads in second position now. And going inside is Kyle Matthews. So trying to look inside of Benjamin Miles for position, but Miles to the high side. He's got the high side working to his advantage. Now they're going to be 3 wide, come off turn number 4, and Miles and Sanford both. Oh, and Sanford spins along with Nathan Hudson and William Brock. And oh, everybody's going to get involved right there. Watson involved again, and oh, somebody's flipping over. That's Trey Wright. His car over and over. Good night. How many cars are we going to have left in this race? This looks like a truck or some Daytona. Oh, and William Brock got turned by Kat Batson. Did we just get ARCA brakes in this race all of a sudden? Boy, a severe case of ARCA brakes here at Dover Downs International Speedway. And usually, I know Dover's a wreck fest, but not like this. Oh my god. And we have another crash involved, too, on the backstretch. Let's look into what happened. Sanford was on the outside. He was trying to keep fifth position. He gets off the wall, and then he doesn't see Nathan Hudson. He and Hudson gets together. Then the 4 car of William Brock's going to turn right there. And Sanford goes up the track. Watson spins, trying to miss him. Several cars are going to... How Jessica Shelton missed that, I'll never know. Watson spins. There's Trey Wright flipping over. We saw Henry Sanford involved. Aiden Shepard. Zach Winkle's involved. Joshua Osborne was involved. No, that's not Joshua Osborne, excuse me. That's Mitchell Collins in 12. I thought Osborne in 33 was involved. There's Henry Sanford. He got involved in the crash as well. He's sitting on pit road. Now watch the 9 and the 4 cars. Cat Bassett is going to drive right into William Brock. He's going to turn him right into the wall hard. And up the track, the 4 car goes, and then Cat's gonna save it right there. Brock's gonna be missed, I think, by almost everyone. And then there's the Moon getting crashing into him, and then watch the rest of the field. They're going to get all involved. Well, apparently must have been seeing things right here, but anyway. So several more cars knocked out of the race. There's Zach Winkle, Dylan Young, Trey Wright. Well, no question to get it pre-flipped. And Rob Evans and Henry Sanford all knocked out of the race there. So now we have 33 cars left in this race. And 27 of them are on the lead lap. And we're just 20 laps into the race here out of 60. I don't know what's... I'm gonna have to fix this daggone thing for the fall Dover race. I swear I'm going to have to. But it's playing in Zachary Fitzwater's hands. He's led every lap so far in this race here, averaging at a blistering 72 miles an hour so far. I don't think we're done with the wrecking yet, though, because we're going for green flag. I think we'll be green flag out on lap number 21. 20 in the books and 40 to go. See if we can get a green flag lap in for once. Lap cars are now trying to play 2x2 right here as they come off turn number 4. Off turn number 2 they come here. Eli Bright taking third from Kyle Matthews. Fitzwater leads up and down, then Miles, then Bright, then Matthews as he goes underneath the 4 car Vince Almarego. Several cars getting a little bouncing off to each other right there. Like I said, we got lap cars mixed in with this whole bunch now. Every car in this bunch is on the lead lap. And this is going to get hairy back there right there. Is there about... Joshua Carter making a 3 wide in between he and Gardner and Watson, and now Watson's caught on the outside. They're going to have another 3 wide situation between he, Brommer, and Jesse Turner, who's right in the eye of the storm. He and Gardner both. Now they're going to be 3 wide through turns 3 and 4. Oh, careful, guys! This is going to get ugly. So far, we're keeping the handle, and we've gone about more than 3 laps now without a crash so far. It's a miracle. And Carter Friesen slide back. That's a pretty smart move right there on Carter's part. But still, Fitzwater, Miles, Bright, and Matthews, the top 5. Osborne's now taking 5th position away as he's now getting the push from Jessica Shelton. So Osborne at the 5th, Shelton at the 6th. Off turn 4, and Shelton looks underneath Osborne as they go toe-to-toe with each other now for position. That's for 5th. And Jess takes that spot away as they come off turn number 2. And now she's going to try to get around Nathan Hudson in number 38. And, whoa, Mike Becker looked low on Osborne and almost made it pave as they come off turn number 4. So things are pretty much calming down right now as Zachary Fitzwater, who won his season at Bristol, looking to become the second 2-time winner this season, he is the leader of the race. Second position, as we said, is Miles. Then it's Bright, Matthews, and Osborne. And actually make that Shelton now the top 5. Then Osborne 6th, then Becker 7th. Matt McIntyre's 8th. 9th is now Sky Commons. And Gene Samper now runs in 10th position with Cat Batts running in 11th. 12th is Elijah. 12th right now is Dion Moon as he and Keith Batson. Batson with no hood and also somehow running 13th. Jesse Turner's trying to get by him for 14th position and 13th position in the Castrol colors as he and Johnny Gardner hook up. Gardner running in 15th. 16th is Simon Bloomfield. Collard is 17th. Bobby Frazier's 18th. And debris kind of strewn all over the track off on the front stretch. As somebody nailed the turn 4 wall. And look at Benjamin Miles, though, closing up on Fitzwater. That's for the lead. Eli Brighton and Kyle Matthews watching all this from behind. As Matthews adding on to that great finishing percentage he is putting on so far. Finished a close second at Charlotte, the last race on the tour, only to William Brock. As he come through turns 1 and 2, Matthews, as I said, he has finished outside the top 10 only one time this season. That was at Talladega when he finished 25th. But other than that, the 24 car is pretty much running like Jeff Gordon in its prime is what it's running like. No matter what the paint scheme. In this case, he's running a 2000 Chevy Monte Carlo with the Pepsi colors on it. Right now, he and Eli Bright having a good battle for position so far. Bright on the high side, Matthews to the low side. They're going to be side by side off turn number 4. And Miles lost a few hundredths of a second to Fitzwater at this point. And a little bit of racetrack dub separating Kyle Matthews in 4th position back to 5th place, Jessica Shelton. A little bit of racetrack separating those two, as they are about almost 5 seconds from each other. There is Shelton. That's her and Osborne, McIntyre and Becker. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. Position-wise, Osborne's got some damage to the back of his car, but he's still good enough to be running in the top 10 at the moment. Kat Batson and Gene Sanford, two of the ladies battling for position. That's 9th and 10th. Kat Batson, you have to win a race this season. Gene Sanford, Gene Sanford's won a race this season. She won that thrower down in Talladega. Kat Batson, she's won before in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, but has not won a race in quite a while. In that 9 car. Sky comes right now running in 11th place. 12th right now is Jesse Turner in number 27. There he is, running right behind the damaged up lap car, Vince Almerego. Almerego running in 28th, not on the lead lap. He is currently right now 1 lap down. The first car lap down in the 28th position. There is Turner going by him at the moment. And now, once we got the cautions all gone away, right now it's currently been green flag racing at this moment, as we'll be 38 laps in the books this time by. And they have caught lap traffic there. Eli Bright lost the position to Kyle Matthews, as that was 3rd position. There's Charles Samper. He's now gone a lap down in 27th at the moment. Benjamin Miles running in 2nd position. And there's the leader, Zachary Fitzwater, as he's pulled out to a rather substantial lead right now at 1.3 seconds over 2nd place. See what the margin is this time by. Fitzy just driving away. His lead right now ballooned just a little bit to 135. So now for a casual Sunday drive around the tough track that is Dover Downs International Speedway. Some people call this track a Bristol on steroids, and whoa, Fitzy almost blew that one right there. Coming off turn number 4, he got loose off the 4 turn and just about took he and James Henry both out. James Henry, the 74 car, now in 26th position. He is now the first car a lap down. When you're battling for the win, though, that's what you want, though, between you and second place is a lap car, because that forces a second place car to try to get by the lap machine. And the lead's now close to 1 second now, but I have a feeling Benjamin Miles is going to be losing a little bit of time right there, as now he and Kyle Matthews trying to hook up as they come through off turn number 4. Miles is by the 74 car. Matthews almost getting into him right there. And now Kyle Matthews is by him, and there comes Eli Brighton, 15, as he'll try to get by the 74 car now. And not the 74 saying not so fast, Eli, and then Eli now ducks to the inside, and he'll go right by. So eventually the lap cars happening at Dover Downs International Speedway, as Fitzwater now moves inside. He gets trapped behind Ashland Boyd now in the 18 car. Fitzwater goes inside. He'll go by the 18 car. Side by side through 1 and 2 at this point. This time by we'll complete the 47th lap. We'll have 13 to go. Here at this track that is Dover Downs International Speedway. And now Miles goes by as they come off turn number 4 and up. Actually, Boyd's actually trying to wreak havoc here on both Benjamin Miles and Kyle Matthews both. But despite that, though, Miles continues to close up. It's now 84 hundredths of a second between first and second at the moment. But problem for Benjamin Miles, he's now got William Brock between he and the leader now at the moment. Fitzwater just flying by those lap cars without any danger at this point. And whoa, just to say that, he and Aiden Shepard almost got into each other. He gets by Shepard, now he goes by Dollarton. That's going to put 3 cars between he and the second place car, and then he's not done yet now as he goes inside of Carter Friesen for position. That's actually it's not for position. He's about to put him a lap down. Friesen's in 22nd place. And now Miles and Matthews are now battling for second place now at the moment, 14 and 24 cars, as they got a buttload of lap traffic to contend with before they get to the leader of the race. Matthews to the outside, Miles to the inside. Matthews looks inside of Dollarton for second place, or trying to put him a lap down. Last thing Fitzwater wants to see right now is a caution flag. That's the last thing he wants to see at the moment. Gets by his lap. Fitzwater gets by his Penske teammate in the 12 car of Mitchell Collins. Now Matthews and Miles side by side for second place as Matthews looks inside, Miles to the outside of the racetrack here. They're side by side for position. And they continue to lose time right now as they battle side by side in lap traffic. But Matthews is going to get by for second place as he passes Friesen on the low side. Here Miles passes him on the high side, but Miles still alongside as they come through turns 3 and 4 at the moment. Boy, imagine if this was the battle for the lead and not for second place. Matthews out in front, and he'll finally get by Benjamin Miles as he now goes behind his Hendrick teammate of Ryan Brommer in the 5. And meantime, Zachary Fitzwater is saying so long, guys, and he is driving away. He's got a 2-second advantage now by maneuvering through lap traffic better than the other leaders as they come through down the backstretch into turn number 3, as he's now going on another Dodge. That's the 66 car of Elijah Gordon. Elijah right now running in 30th position. He is currently now 1 lap down. He's going to be 2 laps down now. 5 laps to go. So the caution does go out for Fitzwater in this race, and he'll be safe with not worrying about having to lose the lead on restart here. As now he's got 4 to go in the book, as he's now got 56 in the books and 4 to go. Green flag since lap number 20, and so far no caution flags have flown after the 2 bad crashes we had to kick this race off. And we was beginning to wonder if this race is going to be like Bristol overload, but as this race has wore on, though, they have kind of settled down and have started racing each other. Again, Fitzwater still the leader. Second is Matthews. Third is Miles. Fourth is Bright, and fifth is Shelton. As they now have 2 laps to go for Zachary Fitzwater in the Mobile One Dodge. He won the season at Bristol in the Food City 500. In this race here is going to be a bit more of a cakewalk for the 39 team, barring any problems, obviously, as they go through turns 3 and 4 now. He'll close up on the 43 car of Joshua Collard as they come off turn number 4. As the white flag waves over Zachary Fitzwater, he has 1 lap to go. He's now built up a 2.5 second advantage now over second place Kyle Matthews. They go through turns 1 and 2. He's now falling behind Keith Batson. Into turn number 3 he comes, and Fitzwater can pretty much coast to victory from this point as they come off turn number 4. And Zachary Fitzwater wins here at Dover International Speedway as he makes it 3 wide at the line between Keith Batson, and the 38 car of Jay Jefferson. I don't know if they put those 2 another lap down, but Fitzwater was playing with danger on it, come off that 4th turn on the last lap. But nonetheless, the Mobile One car does get the victory here today at Dover International Speedway as he wins the FedEx 400. Second to Kyle Matthews. Third, Eli Bright. Fourth will go to Jessica Shelton. And 5th will go to Benjamin Miles. 6th place to Matt McIntyre. Mike Becker 7th. 8th, Joshua Osborne. 9th, Jesse Turner. And Sky Commons will come home in 10th position. And he, by the way, did lap Keith Batson, and I think Jefferson was another lap down or something like that. But anyway, so 13 races are in the books here, and we have now 21 left to go here in this season. Average speed 113.49. Zachary Fitzwater wins here today, as we gave you the top 10 already. 11th will go to Gene Sanford. 12th will go to Kat Batson. Johnny Gardner 13th. Simon Bloomfield 14th. 15th will go to Diego Yepes. Dion Moon 16th. The last car only left. Good run for Dion. Keith Batson 17th. 18th Bobby Frazier. 19th Joshua Collard. 20th will go to Mitchell Collins. Ryan Brommer 21st. Carter Friesen 22nd. 23rd will go to Aiden Shepard. Chris Stollerton 24th. William Brock 25th. James Henry 26th. Charles Samper, who had a great run early on and until he got taken out on the cost of second caution flag by William Brock. He was 27th in this race here today. Vince Amarego 28th. 29th Nathan Hudson. 30th will go to Elijah Gordon. 31st Ashlyn Boyd. 32nd Jay Jefferson. 33rd Benny Watson. And he was the last car to finish here today. Watson, the last car to finish. Cars out of the race: Zach Winkle, Dylan Young, Trey Wright, Rob Evans, Henry Sanford, Cole Deaver, Quentin Moore, and Levi McIntyre. Those are the cars out of the race here at Dover, and we had a grand total of 8 cars knocked out of this race. So Dover is in the books after a crazy race we had here today. 2 bad crashes. Well, we said Dover's a tough track to get around and a tough place to survive, and this race pretty much fit the bill, I guess you might say. So next race on the tour will be the second road course for the stop on the tour at Riverside Raceway in Riverside, California for the Budweiser 400. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. Like everything on the channel, we got interesting gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for his channel. And please be sure to check out the Last of Us Light Series, Pizza Hut X Series, Hershey's Cup Series, and the Coors Light Truck Series, and the Skittle Super Speedway Series as well. That will be coming up all those races are available on this channel, as is Michael Norman's Bowser All Pro Series, and of course also Seth's new series, the Duracell Cup Series. That's also available. That's all available on this channel. We mentioned Michael Norman's Bowser All Pro Series, also a part of the NNSCRA as well, and of course also part of the NNSCRA is the Marvel Studios Cup Series. And to be a part of that series, you have to subscribe to Thrash Maniac 99. That's the guy who does the Marvel Studios Cup Series. Again, that's Thrash Maniac 99 that does the races. So anyway, I know I talk fast and I don't talk plain. So anyway, I don't know. So anyway, the best offense are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out. So that will do it today at Dover Dance International Speedway. Congratulations again to Zachary Fitzwater, the winner of the FedEx 400. This is James Qualls. This has been a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. We will see you at Riverside.